The season one off season. Let's get to it. Let's try to make this team resemble a football team. We're able to start off with players leaving. We know we have some seniors that are on the way out, and we do have some transfers as well. 3 of them due to coach prestige. Junior guard Max McClure, junior fullback Jackson Gregory, and junior defensive end Dustin Flint, while a sophomore running back Cameron Teague transfers out to the playing time. So, yeah, coach prestige, not looking great, but it is what it is. And obviously we're losing a couple of 70-rated players this year, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We did keep our punter. That's fair. And that's good. I'm going to need him to play fullback this year. All right. We need the portal to be kind to us, by the way. We really need the portal to be kind to us. Draft results, obviously, nobody went pro. But let's see what we can do then. We have every position of need on this team filled, or at least we did prior to people leaving, so I actually got to double check this. We do need a running back now. We also need a fullback. Son of a bitch. Let's see. So that was 6 players needed, 2, 4, 6, 7. So we don't need any offensive linemen unless there's somebody good to get. Defensively, we need a defensive end. DT were good. Linebackers were good. And we got plenty of people to cover in the secondary. So technically, I don't even really think we need a defensive end. Because we have safeties that could move to linebackers and linebackers that could move down. But we will need a running back, and we will most likely need a fullback. I hear half your graduating class will be backups in the CFL. That's ambitious. Honestly, I think they'd take that if they could get it. All right, the final 4 that we did have on our board are all there. We'll see what happens with them, but the transfer portal's the big one. Let's see who's out there that we might be able to get. For quarterbacks, there are 3 that are interested. Jalen Macon, Devin Kargman, and Taj Bullock. Could be worth it. Could be. We might have to scout some people. We might. Running backs, nobody's interested in coming here. Fullback, nobody's interested in coming here. I'm not even going to worry about bringing in a fullback either, because we'll just move a tight end over. You're right, this is just the recommended category, too. I always forget about that. We probably will limit it to pipelines, because if there's someone without any pipeline attachment whatsoever, we're probably in a bit of trouble. But really quickly then, so 5 stars, nobody. Can I just look it out, right? 5 stars? So there's 1 5-star transfer. He has no interest. Caleb Downs transferring out from Ohio State. 4 stars. Nobody's interested in us. You have Deontay Lawson leaving Bama, though. In terms of 3 stars, we'll start sorting by position here. We got the 2 quarterbacks that are interested as 3 stars, Kargman and Bullock. Running back wise, nobody's interested. Wide out, nobody's interested. We're going to look at the 3 stars first for obvious reasons. Offensive line, nobody. 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 Oh boy. A lot of 3-star defensive ends that are interested in coming here. Interesting. Caden Curry, Caleb Bryant, Dennis Jacques Jr., and Jordan Miles. And then we got a couple of defensive tackles as well. Okay. We'll have to come back. Let's take a look at the board. Yeah, we'll have to come back. So what we're going to do, since we're in the fight for all the guys that are still on the board, we're going to offer... God, did we look for other quarterbacks? We did bring in 1 QB already. How often do you stream? Nightly. I think we're going to have to be more picky here. We got the quarterback that we needed. Both of these guys are juniors. So I'm going to rule them out. I mean, technically, they would make the team better in the short term. But is that worth it? Because Brett Samuel was at least a 3-star. So while one of those other two juniors might make the team better short term, Samuel might not be that bad. I guess we could always check to see how good Samuel actually is. Normal dev trait. Shit. Thank you, Crashy. Fuck. All right, maybe we do want to add those juniors back because that guy's not going to be anything special. He'll be fine, but he's not going to be anything special. And we have super limited spots on the board, too. We do have some defensive ends that might not be that bad, but again, it's tough to tell. All right. I'm not going to be able to go for everybody that I'd like to be able to go for, but that's pretty typical. I won't add any defensive tackles yet. I think we have to base this, though, off of eligibility length. With the exception of the quarterback, we got to base it off of eligibility length. So Caden Curry is a junior. Bryant's a freshman. Jaquez is a junior. Miles is a junior. Pretty much everybody is a junior, actually. Okay. So for top priority out of the portal, we're going to check for guys that are underclassmen that could be around for a little bit longer. We know that there weren't any 4-stars. Actually, there were, yeah, because we went to 3 stars. There were no 4-stars available. Right. All right. So let's see. Freshman, junior, and freshman. So 2 freshman defensive tackles. That could be really good. Linebacker, Wyatt Wright's a junior. Brian has a messed up face scan. He just doesn't have a face scan. Danielius Johnson as a sophomore. We'll add him. Nobody's interested from corner. Free safety, junior. No kicker and no punter. And then for athletes, obviously they end up just being dispersed elsewhere. 525 hours. Let's go all in for the guys that are on the board. Warrior, what's up? We had an absolutely abysmal first season. Absolutely abysmal. All right, so Caleb Bryant. Yeah, some players, if they don't have a face scan, they just get the shadow model that you see in NHL. So all of you guys are getting scholarship offers, and we will divvy up the points that we have left. Like I said, for transfers, we wanted to go for underclassmen that we'd be able to get more out of long term. We can get more points on Kevin Kenoy. So we'll put him on 60. Actually, we can schedule visits here too. So let's get Kenoy on a visit this week. We'll talk about proximity to home. How come every New Jersey player in this game is from the most ghetto towns? I don't have an answer to that one, man. Stephen B. would be the fullback that I needed. Carl Harvin. So you on proximity to home. That's the last visit that we can schedule. Okay. So Stephen B., 50 points for you. Carl Harvin, 50 points for you. We could potentially hard sell, but well, for the ones up top, we could potentially, and I am going to look at going back because we're just not going to have enough points to put 50 on everybody because of those visits. So let's see. Carl Harvin. Do I have enough going on with you to hard sell you on what we got going on here? Proximity to home, academic prestige. I mean, 2 out of 3 is not bad. We'll go for it. And then Stephen B. to save points here. Hard sell you on proximity to home, academic prestige, and campus lifestyle. And then Johnson. I need to get 5 more points from somebody. Kenoy. Shifty, what's up, man? There we go. Johnson. 50 points. Okay. So, we have a decent chance here. Again, I don't think we have that, 1-star recruit, but we might have a shot here. Did we finish the year? We did. We were dreadful. 1 win. 1 win is all we were able to get. 1-11 on the year. The Oregon Ducks won the national title for season 1. But yeah, we were atrocious. All right, let's see how we're looking for those new recruits. Good. There's a realistic chance that everybody left on the board. Went back and watched some of your first game against Army last night. Yeah, we don't have to talk about the very first play. The very first play. You absolutely cost your own team with 2 picks. Hey, I said we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. I do not have much that I can sell him on with a visit, so we're not even going to bother. Bryant. Do I have anything I can really sell you on? Oh, boy. Hopefully playing style. Actually, you know what? We can go back to Rudolph. May have had 2 wins if he didn't demoralize your boys immediately. Look. Actually, I can sell that guy on playtime. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I needed to show them that nothing in life is easy. You got to have that grit and that determination to overcome a bad start at something to make the most of it. All right? Sometimes you got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. There. Can I sound any more like a boomer? I'm trying really hard. All right. J Squared, what's up, man? We'll put the point spread on these 2. There we go. That'll do us for week 2. Rip that bandage right off. Damn right. Damn right. You need to say back in my day. Week 2 of the portal being opened. We do get 3-star wide receiver out of Irvington, New Jersey, Kevin Kenoy. Welcome in, Kevin. He was the only recruit of the week. The running back, Carl Harvin, elected to go to Temple. For shame. All right, week 3 of 4. We still need some luck here. Missing out on Harvin's a bit of a bummer, but what are you going to do? We did land Kenoy.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking
shout
grass.
out to Ginger Ninja Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay. 295 hours. We technically have 4 spots left on the board. Let's make sure everybody has a visit scheduled if they need it and the max amount of points on them. And then we'll just see who's out there late to potentially help us fill out this roster. I get, there we go. Time to get to work. Mr. Dunny Elias Johnson. 10 points there. Stephilan? Stephilan. Why? Why would your parents do that to you? Shout out to the erect monkey. Out of all the erect monkeys, you're one of them. Thank you for the follow. Steffi Land. Do you think they wanted a daughter named Stephanie? Was this his parents' revenge? Why would you do it? Just name him fucking Steven. What's the matter with this? Just name him Steven. No comment. What do you mean, endurance? What do you mean? You have a very common name. There we go. We love ourselves some endurance. Caleb Bryant, what the hell can I sell you on? I don't have enough to sell you on anything, let's be honest. That's right, we're already on 50. The fullback, Mr. B. Mr. B, Mr. B. And then Channing Rudolph. So we're still going to have some hours left to go after somebody late. 4 more targets to be exact. Now they are going to have to be 2 stars. Take one more look at team needs. Quarterback's fine. We do technically need a running back. We're in the running for a fullback. O-line's good. DT's good. Defensive end is technically up there. Safety's good. So we'll do defensive end and running back is what we're going to look at here. Best football you ever played. What was the worst? The best is still probably... I'm a hipster, dude. It's NFL 2K5. The worst. So what the hell's the worst football game ever? Madden 25. The original. All right, running backs. I'll never tell. Let's see. So there are some 3-star running backs in here. They are long shots, but we could go for them. We might as well. We might as well. I mean, 2 of them are actual running backs, and 2 of them are athletes. Marquise Dobbs, Terrence Shaughnessy. Hulk, that was Madden 06. Okay, I got to go for one guy who's actually a running back that we don't have a pipeline on. Dan Katz or Cornell. This was just the outright prospect list, by the way. So what if I look at the transfer portal? Even more out of the transfer portal. All of them are juniors. So I'd rather look from the prospect list. Even if they're long shots, it might work. NHL 10 or 2K10? 2K10. Easily. Easily. Right, they're both elusive backs. Literally only 4 pounds of difference between the 2 of them. Both out of California. But you know what? This guy's out of Rancho Cucamonga. Shout out to the Young Bucks. We'll go for him. So Marquise Dobbs, let's give you a scholarship. Terrence Shaughnessy, Micah Beretta, and Cornell Mercer. And we'll try to get all you guys on 50 points, and then our target list is full. Like, obviously, we don't have as many available spots as we normally do, because we've actually ended up with quite a few recruits already by the time we got to the portal. Well, there we go. 5 hours to spare. We head into the final week of the portal. We get 3-star defensive end out of Jersey City, New Jersey, Channing Rudolph. So we've gotten quite a few 3-stars in year 1. Not bad. We also get the 3-star fullback out of Hamburg, New York, Stephen B. And 3-star defensive tackle, Matt Shikatano. Anthony Fantano out of Mount Carmel, Pennsylvania. Tactilny Fantano here. Tactilny Sactano. There we go. All right, one more week. Try and lock down the final few recruits. We did miss out on middle linebacker Donelius Johnson, as well as defensive end Caleb Bryant. But that leaves these 4 that we're competing with the fucking Georgia Bulldogs for. Fuck. All right. Ready for visit? Nobody, technically. That's a shame. Oh, goodness. Goodness. We replaced UConn. Okay, so technically then, again, we got room for either more running backs or the defensive ends that we didn't look at before. Shout out to Prophecy with the primer as well. Thank you for that, my man. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the
I'll add Dan Katz to the list. And let's look and see if there's a great defensive end that we can find as a bit of a steal. Bruce Metzger out of Rumson, New Jersey. Any 2 or 3 stars you have interest on, you can Hail Mary. I mean, I feel like we are Hail Marying, right? The odds we get any of these guys, incredibly slim, but hey, if it works, it works. So, going for the Hail Mary with some of the 3 stars. We're aiming high. We'll see if Bruce Metzger is the final one, the final piece. There probably are, I don't know. Should we aim high like that? Or do we just get players that we know will fit the team? Because we do have 28 recruits this year, which is a pretty damn high number, and quite a few 3 stars now. Do we continue to aim for these other 3 stars? I feel like we should, especially because most of them don't even have a scholarship offer on them. Let's aim high. Let's aim high. Can you add the 25 and the 50? No, they're already maxed out. Here we go. Final week. Just how good of a class will this be in Season 1? We get the defensive tackle, Stephelin Green. Do we name him Steven? Do we name him Dylan? Stephelin Green, the 3-star DT out of Rome, Georgia. We get the running back, Marquise Daubs out of Atlanta. We get the other running back, Terrence Shaughnessy, 3-star out of Fairburn, Georgia. We get another running back, 3-star Micah Brieda out of Atlanta. Another running back, Cornell Mercer, 3 stars out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Well, that solved the running back issue. Christ. We're going to be able to move quite a few of these guys around, too, but let's go. That worked out really well. It wasn't quite as spread out for the positions that we wanted, right? I mean, there was, well, Cates went to Utah State, but aside from that, we were good. Let's take a look at our final prospect list, everybody. I mean, this was a hell of a class of 34 players out of the max 35. It's the most players I've ever signed in a single season so far. We have the quarterback, 3-star Brett Samuel. We don't know if he's a bust or a gem, but he does only have normal development. Makes me think he's probably a bust as opposed to a gem, but he's okay. For the running backs, we brought in 4. Normal dev for Daubs. Impact dev for Terrence Shaughnessy. So we'll be keeping an eye out on Terrence Shaughnessy. I'm going to mark him down as a player to pay attention to. Hello, star dev Micah Brieda. Woo! All right, we got a last-second star dev. Again, that's it goes normal, impact, star, and elite. Micah Brieda, somebody to build around. An impact dev for Cornell Mercer. RBU is real. So we definitely have some offensive impact players, which is really nice. God damn, this chair is uncomfortable. The fullback that we got, normal dev for Stephen B. That's fine. He's a fullback. Good one, though. Wideouts, normal dev for Freddie Moon. Normal dev for Kevin Kenoy. That's okay. Even if he's a 2 or a 3-star. You know, if he's a bust, he's more of a 2-star. Tight end, normal dev for Stephen Melvin. Okay. So for the most part, a lot of these guys have been as advertised. They're not steals, but that's okay. On the O-line, normal dev for Dakota Carswell. Normal dev for Dion Marcock. And same as well for Thomas Shelley. At guard, normal dev for Evan Troutman. Normal for Alex Lanier. Normal for Muhammad Kotu. And normal for Ben Stenberg. Again, we needed 6 offensive linemen this year. It wasn't about quality. It was about just getting bodies onto the team. And at center, normal dev for Willie Robinson. We got bodies, all right. Defensive end, Nate Puamau, normal dev. Tavita Gupta. Only a 1-star, but has impact dev, so he was probably a gem for Tavita Gupta. We'll keep an eye out on him. Normal dev for Chad Thurber. Channing Rudolph. Star dev for Bruce Metzger. An incredibly late steal. 3-star star dev defensive end Bruce Metzger. we did get a couple of steals late in the portal and the recruitment period. So this is awesome. Did I say 5-star? He's a 5-star for us. It doesn't inherently mean that, like, oh, he's a 5-star because he's a 3-star but has star dev. But he's probably more comparable to a 4-star as opposed to a 3-star. Whoops. Didn't mean to back out that far. Position changes are going to take so long, by the way, so be ready for that. Oh, man. Let's see. Defensive tackle. Manu Ferraro. Normal dev. Matt Schtano. Normal dev. Star dev for Steffelin. Our 3rd-star dev player, Steffelin Green. Let's go. Freshman transfer as well. That's awesome. Linebackers. Impact dev for Jamie Lauletta. Okay. Goddamn. So Jamie Lauletta probably was a gem. Normal dev for Buck Stonehouse. Still a great name. At corner, normal, and normal for Countess, Banea, and Armour. At safety, normal and normal for Theus and Coward. We brought in 2 kickers. Impact dev for the kicker, Bill Keenan. Stoner was normal, though. Hit back one too many times. One too many. And, of course, we ended up with a punter as well. No, we didn't. I lied. And then, of course, the athletes we had seen earlier. So 3-star dev players to build around. Let's take a look at the top recruitment classes in the nation. Number 1 belonged to Alabama with 4 5-star players. Hell of a run for them. The most in the country. The most 4 stars, 30 for the Georgia Bulldogs. The most 3 stars, Georgia Tech brought in 32 3-stars. Most 2 stars, 30 of them for Duke. And 34 1-stars for New Mexico State. So let's see. If Bama was number 1, Ball State was in last. Where were we? As always, early on, we hope to not be in triple digits. Just don't be in triple digits. We're not in triple digits, okay. That's really good. How high up are we going to be? We're going to be in at least the 70s. Number 70 in our very first year with 34 recruits, 12 3-stars, a 2-star, and 21 1-stars. I will take that. That is a middle of the pack, maybe slightly towards the back, but close to a middle of the pack, I was going to say dev class, but recruitment class in season 1. I mean, apparently we had a higher ranked class than Virginia. We brought in 6 more players. Rutgers only brought in 14 people. 14 players for both Rutgers and Toledo. That's a rough time. And quite a few teams brought in a full amount of players, including the Oregon Ducks as defending champs. So we were absolutely terrible on the field, but off the field, we have made good moves forward. Again, though, this is going to take a while to set up everything about our team, getting people into the right spots, so on and so forth. So you're warned right now, especially too. Again, I'm not going to hit edit player, but I wanted to check dev patterns for pretty much everybody to see who we should focus on and who we should try to develop. So Bryce Frost does have star dev, lower overall, but might be worth focusing on. And Deontay O'Neal, normal dev. Okay. Camera. No, the camera's not cutting it off. It's showing it in the bottom left now. Oh, if you want to see the physicals. Oh, okay. That's fair. There you go. That way you can still see normal dev. Yeah, if you wanted to see the physicals, then yeah, those were cut off. Sorry for that. Okay. And what we're going to do is the same thing I typically do. Actually, because you can't check a player card and then go back to position changes, which is weird. Let me just go to view roster. And check their ratings for Mac overall also. I mean, it's not going to make too much of a difference with the way this team is right now, is it? With how bad they are? All right, let's see. Running backs. Spencer Strickland has normal dev. That's fair. Again, I'm going to go through this quickly. If you wanted to see player abilities and stuff like that, it is technically in the bottom right. But like I said, out of these generated dudes, so Keontae Tyson has star dev. He is not happy with his playing time. He is a senior, though, but we'll factor in Keontae Tyson. Cornell Mercer, we just brought him in, so we'd already know. Yeah, I can't look at your player card if you're new. Buford, are you worth speccing into? No, you are not. Normal dev. A lot of people are not happy with coach prestige right now, so we definitely have to win some more games next year. Normal dev. Again, I wish there was a faster way to check this, but as far as I know, there still is not, because it's like you can go to the end of the attributes. It's just attributes, but once we do this once, I'll have my list, and I won't have to check it again. They can develop until they max out, so sometimes they have star dev, but they're maxed out on their overall. Fair. Where the hell would I see maxed out overall, though? Where would I see that? It's not a guarantee that just because someone has a good dev pattern that I'm going to play them, though. You know? We already looked at B. Javian Foreman. Star dev for him, too. Okay. Let's see. Scooter Page. Normal dev. The boxes with the lines through them mean they can't go that high. The crossed out rectangles. Should speed threshold be 100 to 0? I put it at 0. That way fast players are fast, slow players are slow. So basically, like, if the final two boxes were X'd out, that basically means they can't go there. Okay, I get what you guys are saying. I missed that detail, I guess. So, yeah. So, like, Javian Foreman, there's no cap on what his route running is going to be. Okay. Okay, well, now that we're factoring that in, let me double-check certain players. Son of a bitch. I'm not going to be able to check the new recruits, but we are going to edit them later. So Bryce Frost, for example, then. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine, then. Like, he has a couple of caps on accuracy, IQ, and elusiveness, but that's not the end of the world. Like, the boxes would have to be really far down for me to be like, okay, we're not going to use that guy. Right? So, that does make sense. And that is fair. Lethal made the point. A lot of people do leave minimum speed threshold at 50. I still like it at 0. I still like fast players being fast, you know? But apparently it's not bad at the base level. Keontae Tyson, you are a senior after all, but I'm intrigued. He's got caps on power. It's not a big deal. So we'll take a mark down for him. Nobody else. Add an ability. Fullback, can't look at Stephen B right now. So for Foreman, he had a small star in the bottom left. Did other star players have that too? No. Not that I know. There's so many abilities that I barely know what any of them are without looking. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty straightforward as to what they mean. You know, you can kind of guess, like, Shifty is going to be, in regards, moving side to side. Take off, layout, recoup has to do with stamina. Double dip, I'm actually not sure what that one does. But that's fair. There are some where I've had to go back and double check what they are. Normal dev for CJ Peaks. Kevin Kenoy. Had recoup, team player, and best friend. That's not bad. LJ Young Jr. Normal dev for LJ. Like I said, this is worth checking. Going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but now is the time to check, because if I have to move somebody to a different position, we'll know if I accidentally stacked people in the same position and I'm going to be like accidentally cutting down on their playing time. Most of these wideouts, though, have no abilities, which is a shame. Trey and Bell, also normal dev. Again, Frederick Moon did not have an ability. We couldn't even look at it right now. Anyway, Asher Varner. This is the guy we typically end up moving to defense. At least we did last time. He's a much better defender than wideout if you start off with a cupcake roster. Stephen Melvin. I can't look at you right now. He didn't have a particular ability. Anyway, Scott McLawler. Normal dev. Like I said, wish there was a faster way to check this. Very similar to Madden. When we've done UDFA only challenges on Madden, and I have to click on every player to see who actually has a good damn dev pattern. So, and then occasionally I forget if I've already looked at players, so I clicked on someone like Bentley twice. Alex Gunderson, normal dev. So we're trying to make the most out of the few steals it actually gives us on the starting roster. Yeah, there's not much here. Not much here at all to actually build around. Drake Williams, normal dev. A lot of times player get a lot of bad boxes. Sometimes they grow a lot in one season, but don't grow after because they're maxed out. Noted. Yeah, I totally forgot that was a thing for this game, so fair shout. Thomas Shelley was new, didn't have an ability. Eric Paulding. I don't think we have, like, any even impact dev linemen. Every single one of them has had normal dev so far. Pretty rough. Pretty sure there's an icon on the bottom left of their card if they have a special development. Well, let's check that, because Foreman... Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, you're right. That's what you meant by the star. Okay. That checks out. Never mind, it is faster. Jesus Christ. You learn something new every day, don't you? I see what you mean now. Top right corner by that Moose logo. There's a star on the left. Okay. I gotcha. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, you just saved me a shitload of time, didn't you? Which is funny, though, because Bruce Metzger technically has star dev. But maybe it doesn't show it because he's a brand new player to the team. I'm starting to second guess that, though. Because Green also had star dev, and it's not showing it for him. Maybe it just means they're a star player? Or a captain? I don't know if it works that way now that I look at it. Yeah. And Bill Keenan was also star dev, and he doesn't have it. It's the players. I think it's the players that have a star, and they're probably captain. Okay. I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing. That was a good thought. It might technically be right. But it's also not working out that way for me. So I'm just going to go back and go back to what I was doing. That would have been a nice theory. And it might not even be incorrect. But honestly, this isn't even taking that long, so it's fine. Because again, we brought in plenty of freshmen too, so. Yeah, so see like DeMarcus Perkins, the right guard, has star dev, and he didn't have a star. So. That does not appear to be the way that it works. There you go, for DeMarcus Perkins. Yeah, no star for him. There's no indicator on the screen at all that he would actually have star dev. So, that's a bit weird. Maybe they have to be scouted. Well, I mean, like Perkins, we didn't just bring in, though. He's a senior, so. Yeah, it's showing us Perkins again. Good in theory, but not the reason. Yeah. Doug Barlow. Normal dev. Hopefully I haven't accidentally looked at a couple of the same players twice. And Gad, yeah, you weren't wrong to skip. We did just have a very good recruitment class, though. So, let's see. Kalen Franklin, normal dev. Ethan Kramer. So like I said, at least we won't have to look at all the 34 new freshmen, because I literally can't look at them right now. Damian Green. Normal dev. Number 69, Mr. Green there. Josh Townsend. Normal dev. A lot of guys on this team aren't happy about Coach Prestige, that's for sure. Let's see. Forsyth, normal dev. Again, we only have to do this once, and then from here I'll be able to track who actually has the devs, but we have to look for our inherited roster. So it's the only time we'll have to do this. Same thing with moving new players around. It's the only time we'll have to have this process take so long because of our inherited players. So bear with me, or don't bear with me. Forgive me. 5 give me. Let's see. Ellis Berry, normal dev. And then the rest were freshmen. Defensive tackles. Green did have star dev. We had him marked down before. Again, he was a transfer. He could end up being a beast for us, too. 78 overall. Mr. Shitano was normal dev. Still a good player to have. Deshaun Weeks. Normal dev. Okay. So just because somebody has a better dev pattern doesn't inherently mean we're going to play them. It also depends on their overall at the time. Like this guy, Cade Bloom, does have star dev, but he's a junior and only a 59. So I don't know if that'll exactly mean that he's worth investing into, because we're not going to have too much time to actually develop him unless player development just goes crazy at certain points, which it might. Devin, normal dev. Crash with the brag. Let's see. Linebacker, Taj Coles. Normal dev. Yes, so see, Taj had a star. That must just be star player or captain. Harper. Normal dev for him, too. That's fair. KJ Hartley. Yeah, not many decent dev pattern players to build around that we've inherited, that's for sure. What about Bubba Van Claiborne? Normal dev. Okay. Marquez Carty. But again, this will be a good decision maker, right? Like if there's, for example, if Carty had a dev pattern, I'd start him next year over Van Claiborne just because of his age and just knowing that the ceiling could be higher. So Elijah Greenwood's not going to work out either. Laletta and Stonehouse were new. We had Laletta, a middle linebacker. Right side, Jordan Underwood. Also normal dev. Jacques Blanks. Is there a purpose to captains? Outside of it being cosmetic, I don't know if like players get a boost or anything like that. I do not know. Let's see. Noah Collins. Normal dev for Noah. I thought for sure Noah Collins had star dev. Let's see. Terrell Pace. Normal dev. DeMarvin Holland. Normal dev. God damn it. I wanted to build this entire defense around a man named DeMarvin. Normal dev for Collins and Mills and all these guys. Sidney Stovall. Normal dev, come on. You got to give me a steal here somewhere, right? Malik Moon? Nope. Ryan Benea was new. Randall Glenn. Randall. Normal dev for Randy. Armor and Countess were new. At safety, Nico Solomon. Normal devs. Dude, God. No wonder why this team sucks, man. All these guys are just like, yeah, we're not going to get much better. Hunter Hayes, not that great. Kingsley Reese. Normal dev. Last guy here, Michael Roderick. Yeah. Normal devs everywhere. What about Quincy Blue? Normal dev. Currently have 2 moons and no sun. Give it time. We'll get the right recruit. Kicker George Lincoln the third. Normal dev for Mr. Lincoln. Robert Stoner. And then Keenan did have impact dev. And the punter, Matt York, who is a senior. Star dev. Or the punter, Matt York, who almost left. Okay, so we've gone through that. We will, in general, know the players that we want to build around, but now we do have to go through the optimizing of players into their best positions, all that. I'll probably spare YouTube the nightmare.